Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is smash the like button on this video like it's a pre-transition Ellen page, so it reaches a wider audience. And now on with the memes. Number 1, here's the face of the woman whose husband waits 15 minutes in the car after work, before going inside to see her. She's probably got a chore wheel and a list of complaints for him. Also, would it be insensitive of me to ask if he sits in that car while it's on and the garage door is closed? I'll let you use your imagination as to if his car is parked in or out of it. The woman's husband also has 60 hours of overtime each and every week. Up next is Oprah Winfrey, and she always appears to be photographed with the best of men. Where else is she going to get her adrenochrome? But I saw the way she interacts with the media, and she's not very generous with their time, and I witnessed her walk by a dozen white reporters and only give an interview to a black woman. Is that racism, favoritism, or possibly DEI? What do you guys call that? Find someone that holds you as tightly as Oprah holds that young girl. Number 3, and speaking of great men, Luigi Mangione celebrates his 28th birthday with 1.5 million in donations. Not all women have a bristophilia, but only women have a bristophilia. This is the world we live in now, where you become a millionaire if you kill a millionaire. He's probably going to spend the rest of his life behind bars, and you just know that money will go to waste. But that's okay, because it's mostly libtard money thinking that they're helping take down capitalism. Moving on, here's a 2001 Sony Discman behind glass like it's some sort of artifact. These ones were awesome. They had 60-second skip memory, and it was crystal clear portable music for the first time in history that you could actually fit in your pockets. The biggest problem was replacement batteries. Luckily, I used to have rechargeable ones. I never had an iPod though. I went from this straight to an iPhone. I didn't need one because I had a car with a CD player in the early 2000s. Number 5, looks like Ontario in Canada is about to lose more than a third of its international students. Good, because they were just going to a diploma mill that helped them get PR or their permanent resident status. Most of the ones that came never left even after their visas expired, and we don't have anything on the scale of ICE to go around and arrest and deport them. But this is good news because it means Canadians might be able to find jobs again. I went to my local Walmart today, and there were 2 white people working there. I was kind of shocked because I never thought I'd see that again. Up next, here's Rihanna on Instagram versus reality at the Met Gala. The photo on the right is real, and meanwhile all the media outlets use the one on the left. You can clearly see how they photoshopped her chin and the lines around her nose and mouth. Also, why are people talking about her face when they should be talking about this ridiculous dress where it looks like she has a strategically positioned pearl? At her best, she's a mid. Number 7, the prophecy has been fulfilled. Remember that when gas gets to $10 a gallon, they'll actually need to update that sign. But I don't care about the prophecy. I care more about my wallet. Lucky for me, I barely drive. But what I'm really confused about is, how can regular and diesel both cost the same amounts? Diesel has been much higher recently. People can cut back how much they drive, but truck drivers can't because stuff needs to get delivered. That's why diesel is more expensive. Moving on, here's Kim Kardashian waving farewell and ta-ta as she decides to end her pursuit of a law degree after 3 failed attempts at the bar exam. Ye needs to pass it on the first try just to embarrass her now. Also, she can pay surgeons to remove the wrinkles on her face, but her palm here doesn't lie and reveals them. Am I the only one that finds the way her hand looks is disturbing? It looks like she's got way too many fingers, which she clearly doesn't. Number 9, if inflation continues to go at the same rate since 1995, then by 2055, an average home will be 1.6 million. Gas will be $16 a gallon and coffee will cost $28 a cup. Yet most people saving for retirement today have no idea about this reality. Their financial advisors tell them that they'll have $1 million to retire by 2055. But that only amounts to $400,000 today, generously. Inflation is the greatest wealth transfer in all of history. Up next, almost 30% of Berkshire Hathaway's assets are now in cash positions as the market approaches all-time highs. What do Warren Buffett and the company know that we don't? Apparently, retail investors are the most leveraged they've been in the history of the stock markets, and the majority expect to get rich as the market moves up and to the right. But the 18-year real estate and business cycle is coming to an end. Look out below. Not investment advice. Number 11, remember folks that woke isn't dead yet. Meet the winner of the Miss Vermont beauty pageant. I hope they didn't have a swimsuit competition because someone might have mistaken her for a beached porpoise. Also, are we really surprised by this when this state is known for ice cream and maple syrup? But look on the bright side because at least she's a woman and not a transformer. Gonads in disguise. Maybe they shouldn't call them beauty pageants anymore. Moving on, this Wayman says she wishes jobs didn't exist and that humans were just free to enjoy their existence on Earth. They are free. They just need to get used to eating from garbage cans and living in homeless encampments. She's about to have her wish fulfilled by the AI genie who's about to take her menial job away. Let's see how long she survives without it. Everyone wants to have money for nothing, and the chicks are free until they realize that they'll have to grow their own food and be self-sufficient. Number 13, Kylie Jenner lost 15 million followers on Instagram after they got rid of her inactive accounts. Why do people want to see her suffer? Don't you just get it that this means nothing to her? She has 382 million followers on her main accounts. I can't believe that there are that many stupid people following her. Remember that on her worst day, she's still better than you on your best day. Congratulate yourself if you don't know who Kylie Jenner is. Up next, Halle Scary Berry pays 24 grand a month in child support to both her baby daddies. Why did she abandon her children like that? Whatever happened to her maternal instincts? For her, that amount of money is nothing, but she's still going to complain about it. She's worth $90 million, and paying that amount for 18 years would still leave her with $85 million. So no one's going to be crying her a river. I'm glad to see that men are finally moving into female-dominated fields. Number 15, this woman says she slept with 78 blokes since starting college. Someone wonders if she can reach 100 guys by the end of the year. This makes me wonder how many gay guys would be doing this. I saw a statistic recently that showed that 28% of gay guys have slept with over 1,000 men. So it looks like straight women are just doing what gay men have been doing for decades now. I feel bad for her future first, second, and third husbands. Moving on, here's something we can't get anymore because of woke. I would love to see the southern states create their very own Miss Confederate beauty pageant, where they would be forced to wear the flag in various forms during the various events. Maybe if you get a girlfriend, you can buy her a bikini like that and ask her to wear it. And if she won't, then you'll know you have to leave her. Maybe someone can use AI to make the Miss Confederate USA beauty pageant one day. Number 17, people are wondering if this age gap is wrong with Anthony Kiedis, aged 61, from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, with his 19-year-old girlfriend. People are calling him a PDF file, and by people I mean bitter middle-aged women who are jealous. She's legal by 3 years in Canada and Australia, so it's no big deal. We shouldn't be shaming him for doing this. We should be shaming her for being a gold digger. Remember that unattractive older women hate nothing more than men being with younger, prettier ones. Up next, if you weren't sure that we're in difficult economic times, then this is the perfect indicator. This hot woman says that working out keeps her grounded during challenging times. But what could possibly be challenging for her with a body like that? In case things weren't already difficult enough with $4 to $6 a gallon gas and high rent prices, now the hoes are suffering because they can't find a man to mooch off of. How come there's no one else in the gym? Number 19, remember guys that life is like a penis. Simple, soft, relaxed, and hanging free. And then a woman makes it hard. Yeah, in more ways than what I see. Just remember the wise words of Tom Arnold in True Lies. Women, you can't live with them, but you can't kill them. Women do make everything hard. Sometimes even soft if they are too hard. I can't wait for their replacement robots to eventually arrive and make you hard and soft in all the right places. Moving on, this woman is 7 years sober and some guy tells her to go back to drinking, because clearly she was better looking back then, and it looks like she traded the addiction of drinking for the addiction of eating. Giving up binge drinking for binge eating isn't the win that she thinks it is. Women over 25 and not fat are usually addicted to either drugs or attention. Looks like her hiney tripled in size. This must be in the days before Ozempic. Number 21, this woman was diagnosed with terminal cancer and she left her husband and slept with 200 men before she ended up dying. When her mortality was on the line, a man's commitment was worthless to her. Makes you wonder how many women would be this shallow and hedonistic if they were dying. Then again, these days, how is this any different than women without cancer? Remember the number one rule, which is women's happiness comes before everything else. Up next, is it true what Carl Jung says that life begins at 40? Because up until that point, you're just doing research. Yes, it was that way for me up until my mid to late 30s. That's when I started living for me for a change and doing the things that I dreamed of. Around 40 is when you've normally gained enough wisdom and wealth saved up to use your time wisely, but hopefully still have some health remaining to apply what you've learned and what you've earned. Number 23 looks like defecating Indians are finding funnier and funnier ways to die. One man fell from the 18th floor while pooing. I wonder if he hit the ground before his bowel movement did, or if it fell on him after he hit the ground. Maybe he should have tried Imodium instead. Then he wouldn't be dead. This is a new one, and it's usually trains or electricity that are their most vicious natural predators. Maybe this guy fell on some train tracks, and it eventually finished him off. Moving on, why is there so little security when other people try to log into your Google account, but when you try to log in, it's overkill? It used to be that every third or fourth time I went onto YouTube to upload a video, it asked me for some stupid number on my phone to verify. I never logged out. It's almost like they were driving me crazy intentionally. I hate how they force us to give up our phone number just to use the app, and then they trap us that way. The worst part is when you forget your password and try to make a new one, it says password can't be the same as the old password. Ha ha. Number 25 on the last one, check out Tom Cruise. He's turning into Norm Macdonald before our very eyes. If Norm was still alive, he'd find this amusing and have something dull and pointless to say. Followed by something so funny, we would be rolling on the ground laughing. But seriously, this isn't really a good look for Tom Cruise because it's known as steroid face from cancer-fighting medication. Norm kept it a secret. Maybe Cruise is doing the same. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoyed this series and want me to keep making it, then donate it to PayPal and subscribe to our links. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.